So, dear students, today we are going to discuss about sulci gyri of the medial and inferior surface. Now, last class we have gone through the sulci gyri of the superolateral surface. Now, medial surface and inferior surface. First, we will see the medial surface. See, what are the sulci and gyri of the medial surface? See the video now. See, here in this is what the model of cerebral hemisphere with the three surfaces. See, this one is a medial, superolateral surface, and this one is a medial surface. Then this one is a inferior surface. Now we know what are the sulci and gyri of this superolateral surface. Today we are going to see the sulci and gyri of the medial surface. See, here in this medial surface, this inferior part here we are having the corpus callosum. Then below the corpus callosum, here comes the thalamus. Then below that, hypothalamus. Then it continues with the brainstem. So in the inferior part of the medial surface, we can see those structures like corpus callosum, thalamus, then septum pellucidum is there, pharynx is there, and thalamus, hypothalamus. Then it continues with the midbrain, pons, medulla, brainstem. Okay, only its upper part. See, this area is having some sulci and gyri. See here, we can see some grooves. Okay, so what are the sulci and gyri of that upper part? See, first one, see immediately around above the corpus callosum. See, this one is a corpus callosum. Immediately above the corpus callosum, see here we can see one sulcus. See this groove. That groove, it is known as callosal sulcus. Callosal sulcus means which is closely related to the corpus callosum. Here, this dotted area, that is what the corpus callosum. Okay, above that, this one, callosal sulcus. Then above the callosal sulcus, almost parallel to that callosal sulcus, we can see another one. See, this one is a cingulate sulcus. See where it starts? It starts in front of the genu of the corpus callosum. Means first we should know what are the parts of the corpus callosum. See, corpus callosum, it is having a part known as rostrum. See, this area of the corpus callosum, it is known as rostrum. Then it turns backward, so that bend it is known as genu. Okay, see this area rostrum, then genu, then body, then this posterior thickest part, that is what the splenium. Okay, we'll study it later. Anyway, these are the four parts: rostrum, then genu, body, splenium. So in front of the genu means this is what the genu. In front of the genu means the here. So it starts here. From there it runs backward, almost parallel to the corpus callosum. Correct now. See, it runs backward. Then it reaches the supromedial border. See, this is what the supromedial border behind the central sulcus. So here we can see the extension of the central sulcus. Central sulcus actually which is seen in the supralateral surface. Okay, see this sulcus which is seen in the supralateral surface, which crosses the supromedial border and reaches the medial surface. So here we are having the extension or the continuation of the central sulcus. So behind the central sulcus, it reaches the supromedial border. So these are the details of the cingulate sulcus. So this sulcus, it is known as the cingulate sulcus. Okay, cingulate sulcus, it starts in front of the genu of the corpus callosum. Then from there it runs backward and reaches the supromedial border. In between it gives a branch here. See, this is what a branch of this cingulate sulcus. Now here between this corpus callosum and cingulate sulcus, there we can see a gyrus. Or roughly we can say that it is a gyrus seen between this callosal sulcus and the cingulate sulcus. Okay, see which one? So this is a callosal sulcus. Above that, this one is a cingulate sulcus. So between the callosal sulcus and cingulate sulcus, there we are having a gyrus. This gyrus, it is known as cingulate gyrus. So cingulate sulcus, below that is a cingulate gyrus. Above that, this area. So this one is a cingulate gyrus. Okay, see clearly. See, this one is a cingulate gyrus. Above that, this area is known as medial frontal gyrus. Medial frontal gyrus. Now we can see a U-shaped part here. Around the central sulcus. See, this is the central sulcus. Okay, so this is the branch of the cingulate sulcus. See, this is the cingulate sulcus. Here I told you it gives a branch here. Now here, the almost like this. Here this area or this gyrus, it is known as what? Paracentral lobule. So these are the some of the sulci and gyrus seen in the anterior part. See, first one is the callosal sulcus, the second one is the cingulate sulcus, and third we can see the extension of this central sulcus. Now what are the gyrus? See here between the callosal sulcus and the cingulate sulcus, this one is a cingulate gyrus. Above that, this one is a medial frontal gyrus. Then behind the medial frontal gyrus, this area, this is a paracentral lobule. Okay, we'll see. Now we know what is meant by central sulcus, what is meant by cingulate sulcus, what is meant by cingulate gyrus, then medial frontal gyrus, then paracentral lobule. Those points are clear. See here in this image, see this is the corpus callosum. Above the corpus callosum, see here, callosal sulcus. Then this one is a cingulate sulcus. It's one branch, it's posterior. So this gyrus between the corpus callosum or callosal sulcus and the cingulate sulcus, this is a cingulate gyrus. And this one, medial frontal gyrus. Then posterior, between this branch and posterior and this area, here this is what the paracentral lobule. There we can see the extension of the central sulcus. So those points are clear. Now we are moving to the posterior part. Posterior part, I told you, see corpus callosum, it is having rostrum, then this bend, it is known as the genu, then body, then this one is a splenium. Above the splenium, here we can see a sulcus. This is a suprasplenial sulcus. Suprasplenial sulcus. See, suprasplenial sulcus means it lies above the splenium. See the video. See here in this image, this one is a splenium. See, this one is a, see there is a groove. There's a callosal sulcus. See, this one is a splenium. Above the splenium, this groove, it is a suprasplenial sulcus. See, this is a splenium. So automatically above that, so this one automatically it is known as what? Suprasplenial sulcus. So splenium, above that is a suprasplenial sulcus. Okay. Then, so here we can see a gyrus. This quadrangular shaped gyrus. This area it is known as what? Precuneus. Precuneus. Okay. Then below the splenium, see this is the splenium of the corpus callosum. So now we know what is meant by suprasplenial sulcus and what is meant by precuneus. The suprasplenial sulcus means it is the sulcus seen above the splenium, and this one, it is this gyrus which is seen above the suprasplenial sulcus, it is the precuneus. Now below the splenium, here we can see another sulcus. See this one. See this sulcus, it is known as calcarine sulcus. Calcarine sulcus. See, this one is a calcarine sulcus. And here it gives a branch which is known as parieto-occipital sulcus. This one is a calcarine sulcus, and this branch of that calcarine sulcus is a parieto-occipital sulcus. Okay. Now here between this calcarine sulcus and parieto-occipital sulcus, there we can see a triangular shaped area. That one is a cuneus. So this is what the cuneus. In front of the cuneus, this area precuneus in front of that. So cuneus, precuneus. Okay, so calcarine sulcus, its branch parieto-occipital sulcus, cuneus, precuneus, suprasplenial sulcus. These are the sulci and gyri of this medial surface. Now we know what is meant by suprasplenial sulcus, which lies above and behind the splenium. Then that quadrangular shaped gyrus, that one is a precuneus. Then what is that calcarine sulcus? It's branch parieto-occipital sulcus, and the gyrus which is seen between those two cuneus. See here in this image, I told you this is a splenium. Above that suprasplenial sulcus, above that precuneus. Then below the splenium, there we can see this is the calcarine sulcus. It gives a branch here. This is a parieto-occipital sulcus. Now this triangular shaped area, this is what the cuneus. Now it's easy to say this one is a cuneus, this is the precuneus. Now functional area. See here on either side of the calcarine sulcus, see this is a calcarine sulcus. Above and below this colored area, it is a visual cortex. See here in this image. Sorry. See the model. See, this is our calcarine sulcus. Okay, above and below. These two areas. there comes the visual cortex, which is related to the vision. Okay, so medial surface is almost over. Then two more area there, area. That is a anterior and posterior paraolfactory sulcus, where it is in, see here, below the rostrum. See, this is what the rostrum of the corpus callosum, rostrum. Then it will continue with the genu. So below the rostrum here we can see two sulcus. Those are the anterior and posterior paraolfactory sulcus. Then one more point, that is what the isthmus. What is that isthmus? See here, here below the splenium, or between the calcarine sulcus and splenium. See here we can see a narrow continuation. Actually, it is a continuation of the cingulate gyrus. See, the cingulate gyrus continues like this. But here, see here, it continues with the inferior surface. See, this is what the inferior surface. Okay, see here. See here in this model. See here, it gradually continues with the inferior surface. It is not clear in this model. See, this medial surface gradually continues with the inferior surface. So here in that image, we can see both the medial surface and the inferior surface. So almost like this. Okay, now you can see the inferior surface and the medial surface. Okay. So this area where the medial surface continues with the inferior surface, that one is a isthmus. So you have to add that also. It is meant by isthmus. It is the area which is seen between this splenium and calcarine sulcus, where this medial surface is continuous with the inferior surface. So this is what the tendorial part of the inferior surface. So the medial surface, sulci and gyre of the medial surface is clear. Now we are moving to the inferior surface, sulci and gyre of the inferior surface. See, I told you this inferior surface is having two parts: orbital surface and tendorial surface. So first we have to discuss what are the sulci and gyre of the orbital surface. Nothing is there. See, there we are having one important sulcus, that is a olfactory sulcus. What is that olfactory sulcus? See this image. See, this is what the tendorial surface, sorry, this is what the orbital surface, and this one is a tendorial surface. See, here we can see the olfactory tract to carry the smell. Okay, see, this one is the olfactory tract. So the sulcus where we can see this olfactory tract, it is known as what? The olfactory sulcus. See the video now. Now this is the inferior surface. Just see, this one is a orbital surface and this one is a tendorial surface. See the orbital surface. Here medial part of this is a medial surface. See, this is a medial surface. So towards the medial part of the tendorial, orbital surface, there we can see a sulcus. See this sulcus, this groove. This groove, it is known as olfactory sulcus. Why it is known as olfactory sulcus? So imagine this pencil as the olfactory tract, olfactory nerve. See this olfactory tract which lies here like this. So we have to remove this olfactory tract, then only we can see the sulcus. Okay, here in that image, see the image. Here in this image, actually we can't see the olfactory sulcus because it is covered with this olfactory tract. But here in this model, olfactory tract is not there. Just a minute. See, olfactory tract is not there, so we can see the olfactory sulcus. Then, so olfactory sulcus is clear. Medial to the olfactory sulcus, here we can see a small gyrus. It is straight. So that straight gyrus, it is known as gyrus rectus. Rectus means straight. Then lateral to the olfactory sulcus, this is olfactory sulcus. Lateral to the olfactory sulcus means that this area, there we can see one H-shaped sulcus. Correct now? See, this one. H-shape. See this H-shaped sulcus which divides this area into four parts: anterior, posterior, medial, lateral. Are they? Anterior, posterior, medial, lateral. So that's all about the orbital surface. It's easy to study. Now we'll see the image and we'll see the notes. See here comes the olfactory sulcus, and this area, this is what the gyrus rectus. And now you can see one H-shaped sulcus which divides the remaining area into anterior, posterior, medial, and lateral gyrus. So, yes, olfactory sulcus. Now it's clear what is that gyrus rectus. Then H-shaped sulcus, anterior, posterior, medial, and lateral gyrus, orbital gyrus. Now we are moving to the tentorial surface. See here in the tentorial surface, mainly we can see three sulcus. Tentorial surface, there we can see mainly three sulcus. What are they? See here towards the medial part or towards the temporal pole or medial part of the temporal pole, there we are having one small sulcus. This is what the renal sulcus. Renal sulcus. Then in the medial part, there we can see another one, that is a collateral sulcus. Then laterally there are another one, large sulcus is there, that is a occipito-temporal sulcus. This is what the occipito-temporal sulcus. So those are the three sulcus: occipito-temporal sulcus, then collateral sulcus, then renal sulcus. Okay, now we'll see. So collateral sulcus, then occipito-temporal sulcus, renal sulcus. So we'll see that. See the video. See, this is a tentorial surface. Okay, see here in the lateral part, see this is a medial surface. So this will be the medial part, and this one will be the lateral part. So here in the medial part, there we can see one sulcus. See this sulcus. This is a collateral sulcus. And here in the lateral, towards the lateral part of the same tentorial surface, here we are having another sulcus. That one is a which extends from the occipital lobe to or occipital pole to temporal pole. So occipito-temporal sulcus. So collateral sulcus medially, occipito-temporal sulcus laterally. Then towards the pole, see here, this small one. This is what the renal sulcus. So renal sulcus is clear. Collateral sulcus is clear. Occipito-temporal sulcus is also clear. Okay, now what are the gyrus? Same. The part which see here, this area, the part which lies medial to this renal sulcus. See, this is a renal sulcus. Medial to that, this area. That area is known as angus. Then medial to the collateral sulcus, this gyrus or this area, it is a parahippocampal gyrus. So angus, parahippocampal gyrus, which belongs to the limbic system. Okay. So anyway, this one angus, then parahippocampal gyrus. Then the remaining area, these two parts. Okay, see, which lies on either side of the occipito-temporal sulcus. So this one, occipito-temporal gyrus. This is also occipito-temporal gyrus. This one is a medial occipito-temporal gyrus, and this one is a lateral occipito-temporal gyrus. Okay, so that's all. So here renal sulcus, this one collateral sulcus, this one occipito-temporal sulcus, three sulci. Then gyrus, see this one is an angus, and parahippocampal gyrus, then medial occipito-temporal gyrus, lateral occipito-temporal gyrus. We'll see the gyrus. Now the sulci are clear. Now we are going to see the gyri. See, this is a medial surface. So this one, collateral sulcus. Okay, medial to that, this area, this is what the parahippocampal gyrus. Parahippocampal gyrus. Then this one is a renal sulcus. So angus. This gyrus, this small gyrus, angus. Then parahippocampal gyrus, collateral sulcus, renal sulcus. Now this is the occipito-temporal sulcus. On either side of that, see this gyrus. This is a medial occipito-temporal gyrus. This one lateral occipito-temporal gyrus. So only major sulci and gyri of this inferior surface is also clear. See here we are having one lingual gyrus. Okay. So anyway, you have to study this major sulci and gyri of this inferior surface. So sulci, gyri, and functional areas of These three surfaces are or cerebral hemisphere or the cerebrum. It is clear now. Okay, so you have to read your textbook.